term candidate quality comes from none other than Mitch McConnell, the Senate Republican minority leader. He didn't say the by name, but we're thinking of Herschel Walker in Georgia, Blake Masters in Arizona, some of these more unconventional candidates who have not run for office before.
Welcome to the Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering and what's coming next. I'm Tim Carney. I'm here with senior editor David Mark. David, on Tuesday, the primary season finally wrapped up. We had Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Delaware, they voted. So the primaries are all done. We're 100% in the general election. What is sort of the upshot? What is the lay of the land now that both parties have nominated their candidates for every office?
Yeah, it's been a long 6 months. We've seen a lot of back and forth. What began as a really Republican strength and GOP leading in the overall political scene, it's turned into a jump ball, effectively. The House and the Senate could probably go either way. The House is leaning toward Republicans, probably pretty strongly, but nonetheless, can't rule out Democrats. The Senate could truly go either way.
It's not that shift has something to do with the Republican sort of candidate quality who came out of the primaries, right?
Right. The term candidate quality comes from none other than Mitch McConnell, the Senate Republican minority leader. He didn't say the by name, but we're thinking of Herschel Walker in Georgia, Blake Masters in Arizona, some of these more unconventional candidates who have not run for office before, spent years in politics, and are known to have some unorthodox views or utterances.
And could be turning states that should be pretty easy Republican states, like Arizona and Georgia, into toss-ups or leaning Dem even.
Absolutely. Also in Pennsylvania, which is an open seat, you have Dr. Oz, the former television doctor, who is now behind the Democratic nominee, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman, even though he has his own issues.
Now, did the Democrats sort of have any mistakes? Did they nominate any kind of low-quality candidates?
Remains to be seen, but several do stand out, like Mandela Barnes. He's the Senate Democratic nominee in Wisconsin until just recently, like earlier this year. He was a defund the police guy. He made all kinds of statements about socialized medicine and other issues that Democrats would basically run away from in general elections. He's holding his own in that race against Ron Johnson, the incumbent Republican senator, but that's one Democrats thought they might be winning. So that is one. Several governor's races, even in Arizona, you have Katie Hobbs, who is the sitting Secretary of State. It's not that she's done anything wrong, has any scandals per se, but she's refusing to debate the Republican nominee, former television broadcaster Carrie Lake. Voters generally don't like that. They want to see their candidates on the debate stage. If you can't handle a debate, it says something about how you might behave once in office.
Now, if we zoom out, usually a midterm is sort of a referendum, a report card on the sitting president, being Joe Biden. This one is more complicated, though, right?
Right. For the first time in memory, certainly in the time I've been following politics, we have a former president who is really central to the campaign, not like Barack Obama was after he left office, or George W. Bush or Bill Clinton. They were maybe mentioned occasionally on the campaign trail, but they were off writing their memoirs, giving paid speeches, and the like. This time, though, it's all about Donald Trump. Democrats have made him much more of the issue. They talk about him all the time. Certain television networks feature January 6th stories throughout the day. Republicans probably don't want Trump on the scene as much, but in a way he's helpful because he does rally their base. He probably gets out voters that might otherwise be kind of lukewarm on some of their candidates.
Well, thank you for joining me, David. And to get more of David's writing and the work of the rest of the magazine team and the politics team, go to washingtonexaminer.com.